YouTube, what's going on? Y'all know what it is, baby. We back. Back in the man cave, man. I gotta say, boy, I'm feeling pretty good too, man. We got a lot to cover on this little segment. Um, we got the NFL playoffs coming up. I'm gonna give y'all my little quick picks on that. Uh, and of course, the topic of the day is doing business with friends and how that turned out for you. But before we get into that, y'all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, man. Y'all know how YouTube work. Hit the subscribe button so y'all can be informed whenever I upload a video. Then we got to keep the channel alive, baby. But I want to, before we get started, I want to go back on my last subject. I talked to on the last show y'all sat out with me. I had somebody inbox me about the 231. They was thinking that it was a sweet cigar. Now, I don't smoke flavored cigars, but they was under the impression that this was a flavored cigar. Cuban Stocks makes the Delicioso, which is a flavored cigar. And this is a Ecuadorian wrapper with the Dominican tobacco, so it's really good. I love Ecuadorian wrappers, Honduras wrappers, and fillers or whatnot. So, but that's what this is. So this is not a flavored cigar, but it's good though. It's got taste to it. If y'all cigar connoisseurs, y'all know what that means. We're gonna get into it like I always do it. We're gonna get into it like we always do it, baby. And without no further delay, welcome to the man cave. Now this morning, I got me a little cognac. I had to give me some shay, man. You just had me a little hit, you know. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I can't take no cognac, man, straight up. Besides this Shayla Portier, man. I ain't lying. That's the only cognac I could drink from the hip. Everything else, man, I gotta have a chase on it. And I don't like using ice because it melts, especially if I put some Sprite or something like that in it or juice or whatever. But now I extra water down. But with this Shay, that's the only way I go. That's the only way I go, man. Straight from the hip. You know. Now, let's talk about this doing business with friends thing, man. Uh and I spoke with a friend of mine about this thing. We were just having a general conversation. It's a lot that goes into uh business and doing, with friendship. Particularly often when you do business with friends, right? One person may come up with an idea. Let's just give out a scenario. If I decide to do a clothing store, right? Now this is my dream. This is what I want to do, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking, man, I sure could use the extra help. Who would be a better partner than my best friend John, right? So this is my dream, my ambition, and I feel like I need John's help. Then he close to me, help me build my brand, right? Now, the reason why that situation more than likely would not work is because it's my dream and my vision, right? And the other guy may not be 100% in. Uh, and then you bring them on, they have doing their research, have doing their work, have doing what y'all talked about them, they roll in the business, right? Then when you get to sweating them about it now, you think they boss. So in their mind, they like, man, the cat think he my boss. You know, now they don't want to have act right. So, but we the thing is we fail to believe that we can accomplish something without somebody. Now that's not saying just cut nobody off, but in reality, if it's your vision and something you want to do, my suggestion is to try to do it on your own first. And if you absolutely have exhausted all your resources and cannot do it on your own, find somebody that's business minded and you got to pick their brain on it because a lot of times, man, people fall out as friends doing business together because friends and business just generally don't mix. Uh, Now sometimes you have it where both of y'all almost simultaneously have a plan or an idea, and y'all like, oh man, that'll be great. We can do this, you know. So that's kind of like both of y'all vision, man. But if it's just you and then you present the idea, I tell you, cause I didn't try to do business with folks, man, and, groups and all that stuff. It cause see what happens is you strictly business, right? Then you got one person, depending on how many people in the business with you, in the going down the adventure with you, right? You're gonna always have that one person that think they bigger than the brand and they can do something way more efficient and faster than you, productive than you. And then next thing you know, they done went out there and gave out some information about y'all product that they ain't had no business giving out. And now somebody, they done took it to somebody that's financially stable or more aggressive. And they done took y'all little move and made they money off of it. Because you got one person thinking they can do something better than you going behind your back trying to make moves and they made all the wrong moves. For one, they not really they really looking out for themselves in that instance. And two, they don't know how to do their research. If you do your research on things, more than likely there's a blueprint involved right off the top. Do your research, man. Learn what you're going into business for. And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I'm really sincere when I tell y'all this. If you're trying to come up with an ideal or business, anything, right? Try to do it. I'm telling you, try to do it yourself. Put your faith in the higher power and give it everything you got. Because it's a chance that that's just meant for you instead of your friend. And you can let friends be friends and then you can be the business owner, you know? Um, Cause friends just do not do right, man. They come in thinking they can get a discount and think they own stuff, want to give out stuff, give away stuff, and act like they the boss and they got money. Ain't worrying about the inventory, all kind of stuff, man. That thing that go bad every time. I ain't gonna lie. Mm. I mean, you have to be somebody that really, 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 really on 100% on the same page. And 9 times out of 10, that's a unicorn, right? So, and people, man, I've had somebody, honestly, I had somebody wanted to bring me on. And as a friend, I told him, man, I said, listen, this is not my dream. This is your thing. You got the tools. You can do it. I don't have the time or the passion, locked into it, to be a good business partner. And I knew that. And he understood what I was saying. And, because he went down his lane where he going and I'm going down my lane. So again, if it sound good, everything that sound good ain't always good. But like I said, I told him, man, I just this not my thing. And I knew I wasn't gonna be able to be totally vested in. I wasn't gonna play with his money. I wasn't gonna play with mine. Neither was I gonna play with either one at a time. So y'all just gotta learn how to keep it a buck out there, man. People deal with you knowing that they not gonna give what they need to give. But that neither here nor there, y'all. we gonna get into these picks. Excuse me. We gonna get into these picks right quick, y'all. All right, everybody know Bills are banged up, but healthy. I still think that the Broncos were gonna take them. Think they playing a mile high. Uh, they don't stand a shot in the dog. I think Denver shut them down, particularly because of their defense and that type of thing. We could be shocked. Either one of these games could go either way. You know how I go in the NFL. 49ers in Seattle, man. I'm a start off going with the 49ers because I'm not sure who's playing quarterback for Seattle, right? So you got to factor that in. And Sam Donald to me, man, man, I don't know what he does to make people to roll people over. I'm not a big fan of him, and I think he hurt his oblique. His oblique is hurting, so it's gonna be hard for him to throw the ball, man. So I forget who their backup is. The defense could take him home. Who knows? You know, because it's a team sport, so it's not an individual. So, but I got the 49ers, man. Uh, Bears over LA. Uh, Bears just seem like they gelling. Now it's hard. It's kind of crazy going over for a veteran over a 2, 3 year player, second year player. Matthew Stafford been there around for a while, but he still ain't came home with the big game. But that young boy, Caleb Williams, man, he playing lights out right now. It's unorthodox to me the way he do his thing. Ain't nothing really sexy about his game. He just be getting it done. But you know they got all things going, man. So I'm gonna go with them. The Texans. I got the Texans because their defense, man, playing phenomenal. Oh, I think if CJ could just manage the game just enough, I think they can overpower Drake May and Mike Bravel over there, man. But it's gonna be a close one. Whoever starts off the fastest, whether which put it like this, whichever team starts off hot. I mean, you could be hot on defense, hot on offense between these two teams. Whichever one start off the fastest, the hottest, that's who's gonna win. To make a pick, I'm going with the Texans and a close. Mm. Those are my picks, y'all. I got to get on FanDuel and line me something up. Anyway, I got my 18 subscribers. I need y'all to run that up. Tell a friend to tell a friend so we can get them subscribers up, man. And feel free to chime in and let me know what y'all want to talk about on my little segment. We just kicking it, baby. That's all we doing. You know, we just passing time away in the airport or while we sitting waiting to get our oil changed with this chauffeur. Or if you got, you go on Netflix, you ain't nothing on television. You said, man, let me go on YouTube and check out my boy. See what's going on at the man cave. Hey, but y'all know how we do it. That's my time, man. I'm going to see y'all later.